All right. Um, Everybody can hear me, but it is 7:37. Uh, I don't like doing this at night because I usually do it during the daytime. It's just the time that I like to do stuff. Um, so that's why I like to do them earlier. But I figured tonight, since do stuff. Oh, so that's with my voice being on here. But yeah, I like to do these during the daytime. But since I figure I'd come on. What? Why does it look so damn dark in here? I don't know. Uh, but hold on. No, it does look awful dark in here. Let me try something real quick. Yeah, I just got to do something real quick. So, that is some punch fan. Sorry, I had to get more light in here. Try this. There we go. That's a little bit better. I didn't realize how dark it was in here. I mean, it made it a little bit better. But when I got on here, I'm like, what's the deal? What? It's so. I had to go get the extra lamp so I can do this, so people, will be able to see. Because I just fucking think stick close, and my face gonna fall on me. I'll just do this. There we go. Yeah, I had to get up, and I was like, when I got in there, I mean, I can see myself, but I was like, man, it's awful dark. So that's why I got up for that minute. I had to go get the lamp, unplug it. Then, of course, you can see that I'm in my son's room because I tried to do it where I in my living room, but it gets dark out, and I don't have a bunch of lights in there because I just I don't know, kind of like sitting in the dark kind of person, I guess. Get the lamp shot. For me getting up and moving to go do that, I apologize. Someone could probably pop down like, all you see was the wall right there, But one of the reasons why I wanted to come on is because you got to bear with me. A couple things popped up on YouTube, so I clicked on them. I'm like, I was like, wow. I was like, so I was nice. I messaged. I said, what in the hell is this about? And I was like, Jesus, people, fuck. Down the stop, I was like, the hell, get on there, people. I mean, some of them are, are good. They talk about like sports and shit. And then you get the wrestling fans that get on there and put on masks and hold up a belt. I'm like, Jesus. So that's how last night went. But everybody thinks I'm bald. Like I got the Hulk Hogan thing, but there is hair growing right there. Someone asked me that today, but yeah, I had to work today, and one thing I don't get, okay, if the people who are either waiting on you, and you're bitching because you think they should drop what they're ignoring the person's in front of you because you're in a big fucking hurry. Or here's my thing: if you come to a business or an establishment with a shitty ass attitude, no one's going to help you. And I had that happen today, so I was like, it's been a pretty interesting Friday. Like I said, I don't like to do these late at night. Well, the one reason why I don't like to do them late at night is because of the lighting. The lighting sucks. I got a lamp so people can see me. It's just I like to do them during the daytime when there's more light. The one room I usually do it in, I have to fix the light thing in there because there's a short. So we've been working on that. Pretty bad. You rent off someone here. They have a maintenance person, but you got to do maintenance work. The people you are renting off of you. I don't know how to start renting, but a lot of people know who I'm talking about. And I don't need them down here running their cocksucker. So we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, that's what I like to do them in the daytime when Of course, I should have, when I got on it, I seen that the lighting wasn't that good because on my phone you can see me, and on here you can see me. But usually it's a lot brighter. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting day at work. So after I come home, and then just sitting there, so I said, might as well just come on. But yeah, just I try to put conversation, but it's just the way people act. They get on there, do dumb shit on YouTube. Of course, I know I talked about this the other day, but I'm like, wow. And some of the stuff they talk about, they should get reported. Facebook should see that, or YouTube sees it. I'm like, you're gonna let them talk like this and not say nothing. But yeah, it just I come home and I watched a couple of videos. Well, one was sent to me. It was a friend of mine that that's someone we knew. Then, like I said, I was watching the news, and it was just depressing. I guess Ukraine killed a 14-year-old boy. I guess an American died over there fighting. I'm like, geez. I finally had to turn him up. I'm like, this is damn depressing. And like I said, bear with me, because, like I said, I'm real trying. I'm tired, but I'm not tired. So if that makes any sense. But and I made a comment the other day. It wasn't directed at anybody, but one of the people on here want subscribers so bad so they can get that 1,000 subscribers so they can start bumming money off people. I made a comment, and it wasn't, like I said, wasn't directed at them. The stuff that they do on here, it's kid shit. So I'm like, but someone popped on. Oh, hey. I'm kind of shocked to see you on here, buddy. I was like, what the hell? Actually, I was going to ask you if you was on the show tonight. There's someone we know. I forgot to unsubscribe him, and it popped up, and you had more people on your channel than he did, and that's why I got on there and didn't. Yeah, yeah. Tuesdays, I like that when you do them on Tuesdays with Lemmy, what's it, South Park. Uh, the thing is, I watch because I like watching your podcast, and when you have her on there, I have no clue about South Park. I've watched a couple episodes, but my son, when it comes to South Park, he knows every episode like right offhand. And I was telling him, but he usually has to work on Tuesdays. But he did get to watch. I showed him the replay, and he loved it. He thought that he liked your podcast. I told him that you're a gamer, that you like do the game video games, and now my son, he's collecting old video games like Atari, the old Ataris when I was little. He's wanting to get one of them. He just ordered one of the very first DS. Well, if you look behind me, here, let me show you. That's my son's room. I tried to do him in here, but that's he collects them. He loves Hot Wheels. Yeah. And he had a bunch of them when he was little. I mean, I remember I had the big container, like what was like when Rubbermaid come out, and it was filled full of cars. The only bad part when he was little, he used to eat the tires for some god awful fucking reason. I don't know why he did it, but yeah, I mean, he likes to collect them, and he's into Dragon Ball and actually, well, he's got cars over on his TV. He has one in there that I was going to show you, but I guess the cars you put together, he loves them. That's his favorite thing to do. I use the front of my house. That's where I usually do these at. Well, there's in my son's room, and then the living room, and then but for some reason my daughter, I don't know what she did to her light in there, it won't turn on. So I had to go get the lamp out of her there. So because it was dark, it looked like it was, I was like, wow. But yeah, I unsubscribed to him. One day I'll text you next, tell you the story why I don't talk to him no more. And he, I don't know. We go see people said when they get on there. I mean, you're more professional. This is something that you're really good at doing. I got, like I said, I got this channel. The one that ones I comment on, or is one for this one, and then with my name. I got two other backup ones. So when I subscribed, there was I did it from all 4 channels, if that makes any sense. See, what I like about you, when you do them, you don't ask for money. You don't make up excuses to be people, I'm going to say send money. That's why I like watching yours. Like you said, I don't want to talk about what goes on in your podcast, but if anybody else is watching, it's Sergio Pesci. I mean, if you want to get entertained, and that's where you want to go. I only like to promote people that I trust, that are, I consider as friends. But yeah, like my son, I showed him the one from South Park, and he watched the replay, and he was answering like right offhand. And I told him, I said, well, they send you $20 for doing that. So, because like I said, I watch every Tuesday. Depending if I have to work or not. I'm working on going to, we're out of it. Like, there's like 3 times over. It's, they have a Comic-Con. It's like a little miniature one at the YWCA. And I'm got a hold of the guy to see if I can come up and do one. Yeah, I tell everybody. I said, my one buddy, he gets a kick out of you. He always after he always calls, and he said he likes watching that. I did send him to someone else. I guess I'm not sure what one on. I got to get a new mixer, maybe a little bit more professional. He stopped watching them. I think he watched maybe like 4 of his episodes, and he's like, I'm not watching this. And yeah, maybe one day when we both have free time, we can figure out. Might have to get the one guy that helped you with the restream. I had to get you to get a hold of him for me, because I was going to have this girl come on. She's a real beautiful woman. She's a professional wrestler, and she what the hell did she tell me? It starts in May, or well, it's almost May now, but it's the women's football league, and she goes down, does that. I mean, I'm going to try to talk to, if I can get her on here. I was telling her about you. I said, my buddy does a podcast too. And I said, but I figured if I can get her to come on, I like to have someone on it that's like knowledgeable about wrestling too. And that's why, but like I said, I can't get, I remember you telling me on Restream how to do it, but because I got the cheapest plan on there, because it was like, at the time, it was like $16. The other one was like $89. And so I got that set it up. But we're out of it. The internet's horrible because, I'm like 50 yards from the city limits, and it just, everybody said they have problems with their signal on here. But yeah, I went, but with Restream, if I could send people with the invite, I can have more people on here. But I think I did 3 live podcasts at 3 wrestling shows. I guess I'm going to try to do the one at the end of May at their Comic Con. It's at the YWCA. It's like a little mini one. That's when you get to meet like Sting, Mick Foley, all kind of movie stars, the old 80s rock band members and stuff like that. The last one they had there, it was, I think it was Sting, Darby Allin from AEW, and I forget the other guy there, but it was pretty cool. I mean, I met a lot of them because, to the wrestling and stuff. My 2 favorite ones that I met is Jake Roberts and New Jack. That was the 2 of my favorite ones. And you want to talk about an adventure? It was something. Unfortunately, like I said, New Jack, me and him has been friends for almost like 12, 13 years. A lot of people, like certain people that we know, don't like him. Okay, but I met him in person. Okay, as Jerome Young, the person, easygoing, was always real nice and stuff. Treated you with respect. Love to talk. But then when it was time for the show, for him to get in with the show, then you got New Jack, which everybody's seen that how he was. But I met him, J.J. Sake Roberts. I met Lex Luger, both Demolition, Larry Sabisco. I met Shark Boy. Shark Boy was funny. Danny B. Severn, like the Rock and Roll Trust, all of them. So somewhere in my house, I have an album with pictures in it. I met Shane Douglas. He was pretty cool. I got to talk to him, and I don't know if anybody, Big Bully Busey, because he's used to be a state trooper. I got to meet him a couple of times, and he was a really nice guy. Um, yeah, like I said, I'm trying to. The one I wanted to get to come on your show. Uh, it's going to be hard to get her, because I've seen the one that you did about Samuel Gravana. What was Samuel the Bull Gravana? I had, like I said, I'm tired and I'm trying to think. I seen that you did one. I don't know how you did, but you had it on there, and it was playing his interview, and because I'm really into mom stories, documentaries and shit. I watched the whole thing about John Gotti and all that, and his daughter does a podcast. But I was messaging her. She's seen it, and like she said, it's very hard for her to schedule stuff, which I was kind of shocked that she replied back to me. But yeah, there's a couple people that if I can't get them to come on, I figure that'll help you out, because like I said, you got a lot of subscribers. Me doing this is just a hobby, and well, my daughter's the one that started doing this, and I got her, got her the laptop. The setup. We went to 3 microphones because if one kept falling over. But a certain somebody, which I don't want to mention the name, but you know who I'm talking about. Well, he said, "Oh yeah, you guys can come on," and then we know how he is about talking to underage girls, and she felt real uncomfortable and kind of scared her away from doing it. So now I do it. But yeah, I just get on her ramble. It's about stuff, It's just something I like to do. I figure I had all this stuff. I didn't want to just leave it sit there and collect dust. It's like, oh, I'll start doing it. Occasionally, I can get her to come on, but he kind of scared her away from doing it. That's why she loved talking. I remember her coming up to me and saying she wanted to do that, and I said, well, that's fine. So I ordered the stuff. Cost about $100. It was a starter kit, and then like I said, we went through microphone stands, the micro mics. This one I got. I don't know if you can see it. Only cost me. Actually, almost cost me practically nothing. The guy I know. I was over talking. He has a music shop, and I was over talking to him. And I seen the box stuff on the shelf, and I said, "What is that?" And he showed me this, and I asked him how much he wanted for it. And he said, when he looked it up, he said it was like $100 and some. And I think I got it for like $20. It was still brand new and someone around for it. It's pretty nice. I kept telling him, I said, every time I get a microphone stand, I end up knocking the stand over or tripping over the wires. So yeah, like I said, I got this one. I used to do them before, like a long time ago. Then, with having kids, it's kind of hard to do anything. And then once they got a little bit older, when she started, I think it's been about since, I think it was like 2019 or something like that. She asked me, about doing them. Well, when she was doing them on Facebook, the reason why it seems like the picture's shaking is because I got a ratty ass stand here that I put everything on. I said, if you get on here, that's fine. But I said, you can't talk about politics or religion. She goes, okay, I won't. So we've done shows. She got to interview a lady. It's a photographer. And, my one buddy has a paranormal museum. She's going to want to interview him. Well, we on Facebook Live. And I don't know what if it didn't register in her head that you can't do that because Facebook's really strict about shit. She goes on a political rant, and I kept telling her, I said, "You got to watch us if you're going to get in trouble." So I let her go. Halfway way through her random Facebook Live ends. That just, you know, she goes, "What happened?" I said, "You just got flagged by Facebook." And then they sent the thing because she was dumping on Donald Trump. I told her, I said, "You have a right to your opinion, but you can't get on Facebook like a nut and start doing that." Yeah, I told her, that's unless you're a politician, you can talk about stuff like that. But when you're a 16-year-old kid, you can't get on there. And I had so much trouble. I was getting like the guidelines and stuff. And I was like, geez. But yeah, I got this for her to do. But then, like I said, she doesn't. I mean, she does broadcasting in school. Like I said, the only thing we have trouble with is trying to figure out the stream in StreamYard. And she has like a really, really, really short patience with stuff. So I'm probably gonna have to pay someone to help me do this, because if she can't figure it out, she's done. She don't want to do it no more. It's my peach Kool-Aid, sugar-free. Not bad. Not the greatest, but like I got to watch what I drink now, because when I was in the hospital for that month, I mean, once I got out of the hospital, everybody didn't know what was going on. I bet you the first 3 days I was home, I probably had about 50 to 60 messages a day. Like I said, people see my arm; it's kind of messed up now. They wanted me to do plastic surgery. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, I don't know if I ever got to tell you. I thought I pulled a muscle. So I was like, you know, but then it started getting worse. It started hurting more. It was to the point I couldn't move my arm. Then I realized when I went there, they said, I went to go see what was going on. The one asshole emergency room doctor kept poking at me. He goes, "This hurt?" I said, well, let me punch you a couple of times. You tell me how it feels. I was pissed because, you know. So they did an x-ray. He said, "Oh, you tore your rotator cuff." So I had to make an appointment, which I would have had to wait a month to see the, what they call them, orthopedic surgeon. So it just started hurting. Well, I was working at a gas station, but they have a kitchen in there. And I was working with this one hand. And my buddy that works there, he said, "There's something seriously wrong with your shoulder." And I said, "I'll be fine." I was eating ibuprofen 800 milligrams. I was taking 2 a day just to kill the pain. Well, so I went back. They said it was something like tendons or something like in there. It was like a strain or something. So I went home. So I go back to work, and I had a tank top on, and I was trying to put my shirt on. My mother looked, and she goes, "You need the infection was coming through my skin. That's how bad it was." And I looked down at my hand, and my hand looked like Andre the Giant's hand, and then my whole arm swelled up. So I go up there. I didn't think my mom didn't think I was going to be there very long. So I sat there. I think it was like an hour, half hour, something like that. And when I went in, with me being a diabetic, if my sugar gets real high, I can tell. Well, it just seemed normal to me. Well, the infection shot it up to about 500. He said, "We're going to admit you." So I was like, "Oh, I'll be here a couple of days." I spent 6 days in the hospital, which is in Glendale, West Glendale. I mean, that's a local hospital around here. They tried to call Pittsburgh to get me sent there, but my insurance wouldn't pay for the ambulance taking me up. And I'm thinking you could lay on an ambulance or not comfortable. I got my tailbone was bruised for the longest time from the damn things, and then the MRI machines. But so Morgantown, which is it's a big college town for like WVU. Why they let me go down there? So the ambulance takes me down, which was, I mean, the ambulance guy, I'm half asleep. These two big ass, they look like linebackers, come in and they go, "Are you Randall?" I said, "It all depends. Do I owe you money or something?" And they, joke, laughing with them. Because I seen they had a stretcher, and they said, "We're taking you to Morgantown." And then I get down there, yeah, they, I think it was like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I showed up, because I used to be bald, but I'm letting my hair grow back. But so they come in and check my arm. I had 4 shoulder surgeries. He said that's the most they've ever did on someone at one time. And then I was on the 8th floor. And then for some reason, I don't know why, they sent me to just 6th floor, which is, I think it's probably drug addiction. So I'm sitting in the bed and I'm like, "You want to go to they have group meeting?" I said, "They like do artwork and stuff like that." She said, "It's an addiction room for people who have addictions." And I got really pissed because I told this lady, I said, "I don't have a drug problem." She said, "No, I know, because there's another lady in there too." But I did get to talk to. There was 2 girls that I talked to that were really in bad shape, and they said with me talking to them, it helped them out, because I told them stories that I think it scared the crap out of them. But when I get to go home, I went in with, it looks like a tool bag, like a traveling bag, real small one, about this big, and that's all I had with me. But when I left, I had like 3 boxes, all kind of stuff, because I was on I had a tube where they do IVs. Mine was what the hell was it? It was like an antibiotic. But when I went back after a couple months, he told me, he said, if I would, he said, "You almost died." I'm like, "This could, now the infection, I screwed up my kidneys. I got to piss every 20 minutes. Fucked with my eyesight." It's like, wow. Kind of scared the crap out of me, but like everybody tells me I got lucky, I guess. I've been in a hospital. Like, I went through a storm window at my grandfather's house. I had something. I had to get surgery on my foot to get something removed. I got hit by a car when I was younger, running across the street like a goof. But this is the worst one. When I got hit by the car, I only spent 2 weeks there. But this one, when I was little, they said, that just make sure I was able to, they kept an eye on me. But when I was down there, when this happened, they were constantly in the room. And my doctor, really nice guy, he goes, "Well, you must really have a high tolerance for pain." I said, "No, you just get immune to it after a while." But yeah, if your arm starts to hurt real bad, you might want to go to the hospital, because it could be, maybe you pulled a muscle or tore something. But mine was abscess that went in my arm, and this is my bad arm. I broke his wrist when I was little, chasing. Well, no, I was a teenager chasing some girl, and so I only got like maybe. Well, now it got worse, but I mean, I drop stuff all the time. I'm always dropping something. It's like, well, thank God I ain't carrying a baby or anything. But yeah, that's why because I used to get. That's why I wasn't on for about a month. But yeah, like I said, I usually don't like to do these on Fridays because people are going out. There's SmackDowns on later, I guess, and then AEW. When you talk about the subscribers I have, like I said, I do this as a hobby, because you get this for something to do. I'm not. I know I'm gonna get so much shit when I say this, but I don't. Oh, I got to word this for you, but I won't. Shit, get in trouble. People that do it, that are they say they know someone who's famous, and then they live up at Uh, Me, I just like to do it because it's something fun to do. I got to watch because, like I said, I don't like to mention names on here. I don't, when I get on here, I don't like drama. Um, yeah, like I said, I like watching yours. There's maybe like one or two people on there that comment that get on my nerves. Uh, I'll go by the name, like you call him the Latin boy. There's one guy that constantly does bad, and I'm like, he would say something stupid or and I'm like that, and then now I popped in yesterday and I said, he was me. I'll say, I'll just say their first name, Jake and Brad. And I thought to myself, well, don't be stupid and people won't block you. I get a kick out when people talk about me. But if you get said one day, I can explain the story about what happened on the other show, my side of the story, because I know a lot of times I couldn't get on her because a certain person that was scared. This certain person, she's not a sweetheart or anything. She's an evil woman. Now the ones you have on there, yeah, they're real nice and stuff. But yeah, when I get on there, I talk about news and sports, wrestling. Times I did it one. I talked about wrestling one time, and the longest one I've ever did was I was been away for more than 3 hours. I usually do an hour or maybe like 45 minutes to a half hour. Unless I'm real bored and I just ramble for so long. But like I said, this is I said I'm not trying to be the world's biggest YouTuber on here. Like I said, a lot of people do it to to get that's their income. That's what they like to do, which I don't understand anybody for doing that. This is a hobby. It's something I don't get paid to do it, which I wouldn't. I want to. This is just something I like to do. I think a little microphone here. She must have been checking it out, and there we go. I'll just do this. But like I said, yeah, it's fun to do. But yeah, like I said, I'm just like I said, I'm so tired. I got up about 5:30 this morning. I had to be I was supposed to be at work at 10:30, but I went in at 8, and then about noon the hell broke loose, and I'm like, wow. I mean, I never used to get tired like this, but after all that happened to me, my systems my body's not used to all the stuff I do. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to start having people come on. Like my buddy's page, his channel. Reason why I said Sir Joseph Pesci, when he was on another podcast, and I swear to God, he looks like Joe Pesci. I think he looks like Sammy the Bull. I shit you not. When you had the hat on, the glasses, I was like, wow, you look like a young version of him. But yeah, it sounds like sounds like Joe Pesci, but I can see it's entertaining. He has a lot. I mean, he's got a lot of followers. He talks the conversation he has. I mean, this is to him. This is what he was meant to do because I think he went to college for it or something. I can't remember. Remember, my memory is bad. But yeah, you'll like it. He does video gamings, which I got. I'm like I said, I'm not a big video game person. My son is. I mean, he sits there for hours. He's anyone that can go to work, works like 2 to 11, comes home, and plays video games from 11:30, no, 12, about midnight, 11:45 to about 4 in the morning, and then gets up. Goes. I told him when he gets a lot older, that's just going to catch up to him. But yeah, that's why I'm in, like I said, I'm in his room. That's why you see the cars in the background. He's all into stuff. I'll show you what else he has over here. You hear the creaking. That's because of where I'm sitting at. And he collects these. He likes these. These are his favorite thing. Of course, he's like, never seen a kid who's a bigger slob than he is. He is a hoarder, big time. He has another one somewhere, but I don't know what he did with it. But the ones you put together, they've got a bunch of them. Yeah, but he's not a real bad hoarder, but it's going to get to the point where it gets to the point where I have to come in here and hang out with him. Like I said, I was going to do these in my living room, but it gets dark this time. That's why I do them during the daytime. It gets a lot lighter because, you know, like I said, it's fun to do. Yeah, but like I said, I want to start trying to get people to come on. Once I can figure out StreamYard, which, you know, I keep putting I'm going to have to start up a new email. I think that's what I'm going to have to do to get on the StreamYard. Like I said, I like Restream, but it says you can invite up to 10 people, but I tested it out. My buddy said he did not see the link anywhere. So maybe one day when I can get someone to help me figure it out. No, I'm not a big Peach fan, but you know, again, they come in little single packs. Yeah, like I said, I used to come on and talk about like Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite on AEW and then Rampage, but I just got to the point when you watch TV, it's the same shit over and over again. Then there's the news, and that's depressing. Then you know, so finally I said, you know what, I'm just gonna get rid of the cable. Saved $100. Then the internet I have, I mean, he has everything hooked up. I was in her. I was sitting here and he's got a lot of shit. I'm telling you. I told him the other day he was a hoarder. He didn't even know what that was. Yeah, he hardly ever leaves his room. He's got a little refrigerator over there. I said, shit, all you need now is a microwave or an oven. And he actually wanted to get the microwave in there. I'm like, no. I can imagine if he had a bigger room, it'd be horrible. But then I was I guess the NFL draft was on. They were talking about it today at work. Which anybody watching, I mean, everybody that loves football, and they already knew who got picked in the draft. Seeing that I know you're a Browns fan, but I see where they kept Baker Mayfield. I don't think I was. I mean, he was good, but then there's games that he was just, And I'm not crapping on the Browns because I got a lot. I know tons and tons of people are Browns fans. They have a thing where they talk about the teams that they think are going to get due for a Super Bowl win. Of course, the Rams got theirs. They said Cincinnati was going to end up getting one. The Lions, one of the Lions was the last one they picked. They said the Browns were due for one, and there was like Jacksonville. Actually, last year they thought Buffalo was going to win the whole thing, and that didn't work out for him. Then Brady said he was going to. Roethlisberger retired, then Brady was going to retire. Then he didn't want to retire. I'll give him credit. He's a good quarterback, but I've seen some of his interviews. I'm like, wow. Yeah, probably not going to be on here too much longer because I'm going to end up falling asleep. I'm like, if it looks like I'm stoned, I'm not. I'm just really tired. But yeah, that's just shit. I'm telling you, it's not the greatest, but hey. But yeah, they thought Buffalo was going to win it, and like I said, that didn't happen. They were even Cincinnati wasn't even in the subject of. They didn't even give them a chance to get out of last place, and they won their division and their conference. Every time I'll pick what happens. I don't bet. I'll say, hey, that team's gonna win this one, and they usually do. Now, if I bet on one, I'm screwed. I think betting is my bad luck. Now the gambling poker machines is what we call them down here for people who they I think I paid them a couple of times. I said I probably walked out with a couple $100. Of course, I worked at a place that had a gaming room in it. But yeah, like I said, I don't bet on sports. I mean, I get that what's it called, DraftKings and stuff like that, and that whatever that other one is. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have the luck like most people do about gambling. See how long I'm gonna have to look at the little timer. Yeah, I'll be on here about another minute. Like I said, because I'm like really wore out. I feel like I ran the marathon. I feel like I'm drunk on it. I'm not. I've been drinking. Yeah, like I said, today was really busy at work. The reason why I don't tell people where I work at because you get people calling you. I made that mistake a couple of times, but yeah, like a certain person that we know that gets on there, ask for money. I just do it for fun. Well, I'm glad you popped up on here. If you're still watching, I'm gonna do one Monday and probably most likely Monday and Tuesday. Now Tuesday night I don't do them because, like I said, I'll be watching your show. But I usually do them in the afternoon between like 12 and 4. But yeah, like I said, it's fun. But I'm gonna actually sign up here. Go watch some. Well, I watch stuff on my phone. So, but yeah, Pesci, I'm glad you popped up in here, buddy. Like I said, I don't have the luck that you do. you had the magic to get it subscribers. Because you was kind of shocked when when the ones I have. It's just I'm not expecting to get like 95,000 followers. I've had people pop in. The thing is, my subscribers go. I'll either get one or one will unsubscribe, because when I get on here, I let loose. I just talk about anything. I think if I offend people, which I don't try to offend people, but some people get offended because how I think. But oh well, can't please everybody. And I'm gonna get out of this heat box because plus I feel claustrophobic because But I feel like I'm in an episode of Hoarders actually. Like you said, he collects a lot of stuff. Just got to teach him how to save his money, but that's going to be a never-ending battle. But I know there was no rhyme and reason or like topic, but yeah, this is what I do. Yeah, you get to talk about that. Like a couple of times I talked about what happened in Ukraine. Like I said, today I watched it. They were talking about a little 14-year-old boy that died. I guess with the Marine, ex-Marine, whatever, and he to help them. And more countries are going to get involved. Because Russia's just killing innocent people just for I thought that was a like I said, military facility. It was a fucking school, or it was an apartment building, or a church. Yeah, this world's just going to shit. Dealing with that shit, and then COVID. I mean, I know a lot of people don't believe in the COVID, the vaccine. When I always, something comes up, I always read about it. And I was talking to my doctor, and she said, "Yeah, you're gonna have to get that because my diabetes. They say if you don't get it, you catch COVID, you're done." So I went down. We took my middle daughter. We went down, got our first dose. Waited, I think, like 2 weeks. We got the second dose. And then I was in Morgantown and got my booster. I just, they told me, and I don't have no side effects from it, I mean, like everybody's immune system's different, Of course, I don't think I can do any more damage to myself than I have. But, yeah, dealing with, like I said, dealing with COVID, shutting everything down. It was good just for football season because there was actually people there. I guess I'm not a big baseball fan, and I know they changed the name of Cleveland to the Guardians. Since I was 2, they were the Indians, so they're going to be the Indians. Like I think they used to be the Redskins. So I think they're calling them the Commanders or something, or Commodores or some shit. People get, after what happened in 2020 with the riots and shit, it was said that happened. Now people are getting sent. They're using that to their advantage, 4 inbred morons that cause that much problems where everybody wants to change history, But like I said, it pisses you off. I mean, you can't walk down the streets anymore where people are getting, like the one guy in DC this year recently shot people. Didn't kill him, but shot 12 people. Then there was another one. I can't remember what it was. Oh, shit. Going to the nightclubs and shit like that. There was other stuff that happened, but I'm like I said, the world's just going to shit. Slowly, it will fall apart. Basically, is what's going to happen, No one takes these threats seriously. I do, because I grew up with a Marine. Actually, 2 of them. And that's how I learned how to deal with stuff, I was blessed to have someone that was really, really really smart about stuff like this. Uh, but yeah, I think this is going to, like I said, it's going to knock. When he starts to realize that he's not winning, he is going to start using shit that nuclear weapons and all that. He's already made threats for over here. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, I've been on here for probably about an hour. Let me see. I got about four and a half, 3.5 minutes, but that'll be a full hour. But yeah, it's just like I said, it's just all the stupid shit that's going on. Maybe I sit towards the light. When I got out of the hospital, I had this big Duck Dynasty beard. Shave that shit up. I turned it down, and then I'm like, I look like a dog because I kept scratching. And then I got the little heavy metal thing going on here. Because I had a bald head, a goatee, and my favorite color is black. But, and like darker colors, not to be like what they call emos and shit. Because I got Johnny Cassidy's got a bunch of, I got a bunch of his shirts. I know one thing, if you like the color black and it's summertime, you're stupid, because I made that mistake one time and I sweated like a pig, I'm telling you. I was like, oh, good Lord. Yeah, like I said, tonight, this one, I just wanted to come on. Like I said, I want to thank my buddy Pesci for coming on. As that's what we call him. That's his nickname. I'm actually, happy that he popped in. Like I said, other stuff like that, other things that I like. That's what I talk about. But yeah, it's like Monday and Tuesday. They'll put, like I said, I either come on between 12 and 4. It all depends. Sometimes I forget and I take a nap or something because I'm old, or my kids are here and you can't do shit with them running around. But yeah, I'm gonna do that because this might make us an hour one. This should be the second hour one I did. But yeah, like I said, Monday and Tuesday. I don't like to do them on the weekends because I did one on a Sunday, and they tell you how many. It just helps. They don't count. There's probably more people watching because I had the link to my YouTube, link to my Facebook, and Facebook don't count the people on there. But after I do this, and I always get a notification how many people viewed me doing these. I think I think that for the first couple months I did this, I had I think it was 121 people that watched. So yeah, like I said, it's just fun to do, and I didn't think I was going to do one on Friday, but I figured I'd come on. Just talk about little things, and then like the news, but yeah, I've just looked at the time, and until Monday. So like I said, I'll see everybody Monday.